कर दो भाई. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Etherlink and Solidity workshop hosted by Tezos JH in association with Tezos India. I am Sheikh Mohammed Saad Akhtar, Community Lead, Tezos Jamia Hamdard, and your host today. And it's my pleasure to commence this exciting event. First of all, a big thank you to our distinguished speakers, Mr. Simarpreet Singh and Mr. Tawqir Ahmed from Tezos India. We are honored to have their expertise guiding us today. Blockchain technology is revolutionizing digital transactions, security, and decentralized applications. Today, we will dive into Solidity and Ethereum Virtual Machine (EVM), exploring smart contract development and building decentralized applications on the Etherlink platform. Whether you are new to blockchain or an experienced developer, there's something here for everyone. Our agenda includes insightful sessions and hands on workshop. We will start with an overview of Solidity and Etherlink, followed by practical workshops on writing and deploying smart contracts. Additionally, there will be time for networking and Q&A, allowing you to connect with peers and get answers from our experts. Make the most of this opportunity, ask questions, participate actively, and leverage the resources available. Thank you for being here. Let's make this workshop a productive and enlightening experience for all. Now, please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Mr. Simarpreet Singh.
I think I'm audible and visible, right?
Yes, of course, you are.
Hi, Simabit.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Saad and Tawqir for this. And hi everyone. I'm Simarpreet Singh. I'm working as developer relations lead for Tezos India, and today we will be discussing about EVM. That's quite strange because I work for Tezos and I'm discussing about EVM. Why so?
Yeah.
Because Tezos recently launched its in-house L2 solution, that is Etherlink, and we will be talking all about Etherlink. And why only Etherlink and Ethereum? Because Etherlink is like a particular connection that will be allowing EVM developers to switch on or like just deploy everything they build on Ethereum ecosystem to be shifted and deployed on Tezos also with the security of Tezos while having the compatibility of EVM. This will be a revolutionary change in the L2 ecosystem and in the blockchain ecosystem, according to me. That's my particular point of view. And we will be definitely seeing all these changes because there are so many partners that have onboarded, that have joined hands with the ZOS and Etherlink. And with all these things, I'm like very excited to share all these things. But before that, I will just say that I will start with the hands-on introduction first because I think so. There will be some developers who have tried and tested or like have their hands on in Ethereum ecosystem. So I will be just getting started with some basic agenda, like particularly first thing that I love is deploying your meme coin on Etherlink. And secondly, we will be having some contracts that we will be trying to deploy on Etherlink and coding that in Remix. And I will just try and make sure that we will be like having all the like view around how those developers who have hands on in Ethereum ecosystem can easily switch to Etherlink and deploy everything, and the all things should be working fine as it is. So with that, let me just start to let me just share my screen first. And
Yeah. Good to go. Yeah, it's absolutely visible.
Okay, I think I'm audible now again. So yes, so what's Etherlink? Let's start with it. So Etherlink is an EVM compatible non-custodial layer 2 solution powered by Tezos smart rollup technology, and it enables seamless integration with existing Ethereum tools, including wallets, indexers, tools also like Foundry, Hardhat, Remix, whatnot. Everything that is compatible with Ethereum ecosystem is easily like accessible, and it is integrated with Etherlink also. So built upon the secure foundation of Tezos L1, Etherlink delivers a fast and fair, like nearly free experience. Although it still costs a penny but penny is quite almost near to free as compared to dollars. So yeah, that's why we say that nearly free experience. This permissionless and censorship resistant environment empowers developers to actively create and participate in the next generation of decentralized apps. And okay, let's compare it with the recent popular L2s that are in the ecosystem right now. I will just compare Etherlink with it's like a counterpart, like comparison with the existing L2s that are quite popular nowadays. That is Arbitrum and Optimism. So with that, the L2 finality time, like how the settlement of the transaction is happening between all these chains, you can see these data here right now. So with that, like data posted on L1, like on the Etherlink, the transaction will be finalized on Etherlink, the L2, in less than 500 milliseconds. That's half a second, and that particular transaction, the roll up, the batch will be shifted and posted onto L1 in just less than 10 seconds. And in the Optimism, it's the finality time on L2 is 2 seconds, and while the data posted on L1 is around 2 minutes. With the Arbitrum one, it's the L2 finality time is 300 milliseconds, but the data posted on L1 is around 7 minutes. You see the difference between all these things. That's why we are saying that
Yeah.
this could be a revolutionary thing. And also there is one more thing through which Etherlink is quite different from the other existing L2s, because Etherlink is built on top of like this all smart rollup technology that is having an enshrined rollup and making it part of the L1 itself. So it's not particularly separate, it's directly part of L1 itself, the Tezos L1 itself. So it is considered as the first citizen on the chain itself. So that's why we don't have to rely on the other particular dynamics of security on the L2, because Etherlink is already having the facilities like the decentralization, the security, the community support of Tezos L1 itself. So with that, I think we can start with the discussion. And in case you want to join and discuss and know more about it, I can just share like this link, and you can join our Discord for Etherlink, and you can also follow Twitter to get all the updates. So let me just share the link here, and let's move on to it. For those who are right now, who have recently joined and don't know how to connect their wallet on Etherlink, and they want to have something so that they can interact with the Etherlink like Etherlink and other apps that are deployed on Etherlink, let me just start with it. Go to Etherlink, and after it loads, there's an option available for where is it? Where is it? Resources, check for faucet, and just try to connect your MetaMask wallet here. Okay, just click on connect, click on MetaMask. It will ask for your confirmation.
Hmm.
Okay, I know that. My bad. So it's happening now. Okay, so my wallet is connected. After this, if your wallet is not having Etherlink testnet or like Etherlink network details in your wallet, what you have to do is just click on this link, switch network. Okay, it will add all the details onto your MetaMask wallet. So it will be a seamless conversion to different chain, like from the other chains to Etherlink. I was already connected, and I am like utilizing this particular tech and trying and testing out different things. So that's why I'm having this balance. But for the new users, I think let me just switch to my other wallet, my testing wallet, and you can see that now. Um, Disconnect wallet.
Simulpit,
Let me just,
um,
yeah.
in the midst of your like workshop, we are also getting some sort of questions which can
Okay.
be pulled off. Tad, would you like to pull off in the
Yeah, of course, of
midst of it?
course. So there's a
Definitely.
question from
Anytime.
Samya Abid.
Uh,
The question is, how does
Simulpit, can you please switch your screen?
yeah,
Yeah,
Switch to my screen, like this particular stream link.
yeah, in that Etherlink, 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 towards
Etherlink. Okay.
Etherlink. Yeah, please. Thank you. Thank you. Done, done.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So Samya Abid asked, how does Tezos plan to implement its Layer 2 solutions, and how do these plans compare to Polygon's use ZK rollups in terms of scalability, security, and decentralization?
I think we will be having this answer in the follow up, like after the workshop, like is in the momentum. We will be having these answers in between that. But with the if how so far, like how do these plans compare to Polygon's use of ZK rollups? So there are difference between enshrined rollups and ZK rollups and other rollups. So you can just search about like the difference between the enshrined rollups and other optimistic rollups and zk rollups. We are utilizing enshrined rollups, so that is having like integration of the L2 directly into L1. So as a first class citizen, not as a separate entity, but as a first class citizen, that's why it is different from the zk rollup technology of Polygon you are just referring to. But more details, I think we can have a separate discussion around it. Okay, can I get back to the switch connect wallet part?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, okay, for the testing part here right now, for the new users who will be just trying to connect their wallet for the first time, what you have to do is click on Connect Wallet, click on MetaMask. I have to disconnect, switch account. I have to switch my account here. So, next, and yes. Yeah, so I just connected with my whole different new account of the MetaMask. So how things will be working is just click on I am not a robot, and after this confirms, send one XTZ to this particular address will be happening. When this will be done, you can see that your wallet balance has been updated to 1 XTZ. So it's just not happening here only. You can just click on your wallet and see that now that the particular wallet balance has been updated to 1 XTZ also. So yes, and after that, what's new? What's new? So like let's just switch to like okay, let's try doing one thing. Okay, I hope so. You have heard of Open Zeppelin thing. Let's try. Let's go to that place. Search for a particular ERC 721 contract, and let's make our own meme coin and deploy it on the Etherlink testnet for now. Okay, let me show you how this thing can be happen in like a few minutes only. So let me just search for Open Zeppelin, and yeah, on the Open Zeppelin part, click just to search for contract libraries. Click on Solidity Contract Library, and here there are different type of tokens available, like contracts for tokens available, that is ERC20, ERC721, ERC1155. You can try and test any of a particular contract that is EVM compatible on Etherlink. But for the demo purpose, let me just go with the ERC721 now. So I will be creating a particular meme coin as of now, right now, and we will be having a particular supply of it. We will be having its name. We will set its name, a symbol, and some changes also with that. We will be adding like particular addresses that we will whitelist as admins, and we can allow them to distribute the like circulation of these particular tokens to their own like contracts, whoever they want to send the token, this token to. Okay, so can you suggest any name? Anybody who wants to suggest a name for this token? I will go with Taze Jamia Hamdard.
Perfect.
Okay, and TJH will be its token symbol. Okay, I hope so.
Perfect.
It looks cool, but you can do it like you can use any particular name. I can even name it under my name, like Simmer and PS Customs. But not. But okay, you can try out anything. So
I believe for
the
this workshop we can keep for the Tezos itself. because
Yeah,
Tezos GH,
EJH
Tezos GH
and
will be better.
Tezos Jamia Hamdard. Okay, so this particular token will be mintable and burnable also. You can also pause the circulation, and it will have timestamp. Okay, I will remove it for now. I will remove this for now. Okay. Owners roles will be there, managed by different updates. But okay, I will just click on ownable for now because we just want to keep it as simple as like for this particular workshop. Okay. And yeah, we have our particular token contract ready for now. Okay. So what after that? What you have to do next? Copy to clipboard, and or like you can either copy to clipboard or like open in remix. I will just click on open remix, and after that, yeah, so the contract will be just opening in a few seconds. Yeah, it's here. So we can just see like for those who are like well versed or like aware of this particular IDE Remix. Remix is an online IDE platform that provides support for Ethereum ecosystem, but or not just for Ethereum ecosystem, but EVM compatible ecosystems everywhere. So Etherlink is also like compatible, and we can just code our contracts here only with all the library support. And we just need to switch our wallet address and deploying address to Etherlink, and everything will work fine as it is. Okay. So this
Yeah.
is the particular contract address for now. Okay. How upper like just exactly as what is available on the Open Zeppelin website, we just shifted it, but I will just make a few changes to it. Okay, so as of now the it has like a few things. Like let me discuss about these this particular code also. It this particular code is compatible with the Solidity's version 0.8.20 and above. Okay, we have imported these libraries, and then we will be starting with the contract generation, that is contract and contract name, and it is imported from this particular library 721 possible, ownable and burnable. What this particular line is, it is telling that contract Tezos JH is actually inheriting properties from these particular libraries: ERC 721, ERC 721 possible, ownable, burnable. Okay, and after that we start with an a constructor that will initialize the address of the owner. Okay, so whoever will be deploying this particular contract will be the initial owner of this contract. So we have to make sure that it is defined, or else anyone can claim to be the owner. We just want that particular person who is deploying this contract to be the owner of this particular token supply and particular this contract. So that's why we have initialized a constructor that will take an initial owner address, and whoever will be deploying this contract will be the owner of this contract. Okay, these are some functions: pause, unpause, save, mint. These are for like because we have added this possible support for feature. So whenever any of this particular function is called, we can pause the supply of the contract, or we can unpause the supply of this contract also, and we can also allow the owners are allowed to send amount of tokens to particular address. Okay, so we have this particular function SafeMint that is taking an address and a token ID. So what is it actually is, it will like send total number of tokens to this particular address. Okay, and now another function that is update. So it, in case you want to go deep dive into it, you can
Hmm.
just search and go to Foundry workshop that was hosted by Patrick Collins. And I think you, if anybody is new to Ethereum ecosystem, they can go through it. But I will just tell you the difference of how to deploying it on Etherlink, and everything will be working fine. You can follow up with those tutorials or any tutorial that are available for EVM ecosystem on YouTube, or any particular documentation like docs, examples, and all. And you just have to switch it to Ethereum, Etherlink ecosystem, like on the network part, and everything will be compatible. Okay. I will just make few changes to this contract because I have one contract I tried to make sure like we are having some fun with these contracts and all. So just a second, just a second. Yeah. Name changer, identifies, question, token. So in this, I am particular. What I am right now doing is, I am taking the ownership from just one owner to allow multiple owners for this particular contract. Okay. So what I am doing is, aside from this update function, I will just add these two functions. That is, add address to give admin rights contract. That is, a particular owner who has admin rights can add new owners to this contract. Okay. And modifier is like admin, like if, yeah, this is particular thing that will be looked above by all, like the whole contract, whenever a particular uh what we can say, a particular transaction, a particular ownership right will be accessed by any particular function of this. So I will just go click on this and just a second. Okay. And actually, so with that, I think our first ready like contract for like deploying a particular meme coin or like a temporary coin, that we have named as Tezos JH. And I think we forgot to add a particular supply of this contract. Let me just add that also. Just a second. Enable and constructor, and we will be adding a particular supply of this contract also. That is, decimals. I think decimal is missing on ever. Okay, 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 okay. Decimal is missing thumbs. Okay, let it be. We'll just do a test run here. Compile contract decimals. Okay. What is the supply of this coin for now? Hmm. Okay, 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 okay. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. I will show you another example after some time. But for now, yes, this is how it will be working. So yes, I think our contract is ready. Yes. So our contract is ready. You can even compile and run script. It will be working fine. Now, how the things will change from now on. For the development part, for the testing part, you can just click and rely on this particular Remix virtual environment, and it will be helping you out with many things, like even giving you different wallets, different tokens, and like wallets with different like tokens holded there, like for the Sequoia network, for other test networks that are available on Ethereum. You can test it out with any network; it will work fine. Okay, and I will even do, you know what? I will just do one thing. I will click on my this particular wallet address, copy the wallet from now. Okay, this is my wallet. Okay, I am the initial owner of this contract. I will just do transaction and load contract from my particular address and add address and transaction and click on deploy. Okay, So if the screen is visible correctly, the token, like the contract deployment is being held here. We will be getting the update in few seconds. I think my internet speed is a little slow. That's why it is taking some time. But yes, things will be happening here soon.
Mhm.
And yes, even this is how the contract develop, like when the contract will be deployed, this is how things will be looking like. These are the facilities that will be available, and like in the testing environment. And you can even add new owners, approve particular address, like I for address, and 10,000, burn a token like token ID, we can share it, and whatnot. There are many things that are available right now. Okay, and now the main thing, the main interesting part comes. How will this particular contract is deployed on Etherlink? Okay, now what you have to do is, now from this particular part, I think you can just add a timestamp in this stream, and we will be just seeing how we can just switch to the Etherlink from our MetaMask and deploy this contract on Etherlink. So what you have to do is, go to deploy and run transactions. In the environment part, click on remix this particular thing, and this particular part, click on injected provider MetaMask. Okay, your wallet, like either like okay, wallet confirmation will be happening, like need to be happen. And I think my wallet confirmation hasn't happened yet, so I will just reload my code to make sure this will be happening. Injected MetaMask provider. Just a second. Can I click on trust wallet? Okay. Is it possible that my MetaMask wallet is not working correctly there? Okay, I will just switch to this one. Okay, and click on deploy. Okay, and remix to MetaMask. It has switched to network, but it is not detecting my wallet as of now. Just a second. I will try to do some things. Okay, yeah, it has detected my wallet now. So yes, and yes, yeah. So in case some error, or like it is not showing your wallet address, just click on your MetaMask wallet and try to switch between different wallet. Like if you have more than one wallet, click on it. It will allow you to see like different wallets are now available. And I'm clicking on my major wallet, and after that, I will just try to add the initial address, load the contract from this address, click on deploy, and the transactions are happening here now. Yeah, it is asking me to sign. Can you see this particular like a new tab of MetaMask that has opened
Yeah.
on my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This
Yeah.
particular, okay. This one, yeah. So when this, if things are working fine, you will see this particular window will be opening to ask you to confirm the transaction. And if that's happening, just click on confirm, and your contract will be like start to get deployed on Etherlink. I think we can see the stats here. Yeah, see the contract is deployed, and let's see the details, other details that are happening, that we can see. That status of the transaction is like transaction mined and executed, like execution succeed with the transaction hash this, the block hash this, the block number this, the contract from this, like contract address is this, from my address to this particular like wallet, like. And how we can see this, like whether our transaction is actually true and it has happened on, like can we see this on a testnet explorer? Yes, we can see that. Click on and
Yes.
search
Yeah.
for Etherlink testnet explorer. It will take you to this particular testing environment, this, which is testnet-explorer.etherlink.com. Or you can just go to like Etherlink website also, and there are two options. on the mainnet and on the testnet. So yes, this is a mainnet explorer, and you can switch to testnet explorer also. Just a second, I will just go back to the testnet one, and I will click on this particular hash, this address of the hash, like the block hash. This one I have a transaction, actually transaction hash I am searching for. I have copied the transaction hash. I just go here and search for my transaction hash, and it will show like yes, it was deployed on 14 hours 43 minutes 33 seconds at GMT plus 5:30 UTC, actually plus 5:30 UTC. And these are the updates of like how things are happening, like that status of the transaction was success, the block number, timestamp, like at what time the transaction was executed, and how much time it took for the confirmation. That was around 3.9 seconds to be succeed and deployed on the test net. So yeah, the
Yeah.
transaction went very fast and everything is working fine. Now let's see like how different things can be done. I will ask the users or like the mods also, like can you share your MetaMask wallet address to me?
Wait, you need the MetaMask wallet address now?
You can share me your MetaMask wallet address. So I think I can see one question. Why do we need MetaMask on Ethereum based wallet or Ethereum based wallet if you all have Tezos wallet named Temple or Kukai? See, Temple and Kukai wallets are very much compatible in Tezos ecosystem on the L1 part. But this particular L2 solution, Etherlink, will allow EVM developers, EVM ecosystem compatible apps and dApps to be deployed on Etherlink that is part of this also. Indirectly, we are allowing EVM developers to be coming and deploying their contracts with having the functionality of Ethereum with the security of Tezos. So that's why, because the apps and contracts are EVM compatible, so we have to make sure that the wallets are also compatible with those particular contracts. So that's why MetaMask is there. And right now, MetaMask is there, but many other wallets that are EVM compatible will also be coming and having the support for Etherlink also. You can even I can't confirm, but I think Phantom will be having a feature for Etherlink to be available on Phantom wallet also. And Togir, can you share that particular
Uh,
public view, that particular poll that we were creating on Phantom wallet
uh, okay, yeah, yeah, got it.
that we shared for the
Let me open
clubs?
it.
Yeah,
Huh,
you can share that
I have that.
link here also, and we will you will be getting the updates
Hmm.
when the Phantom wallet
Hold
will be
on.
compatible with Etherlink also. You can just share it in the comments, okay?
Yeah,
Or
wait.
like with this user. Okay. Any other question?
So yeah, we have one more question here from Adya Yadav. How will you
Ha,
explain Etherlink to someone who has absolutely no knowledge of this, and what are its advantages?
see, there is one thing you have to have a little bit of experience on blockchain ecosystem. And if you are you have any knowledge about how Ethereum ecosystem works, or have you tried to do some hands-on experience or coding experience on Ethereum ecosystem, then it will be like you just need to switch between the network and everything will be working as it is. That's the simplest I can say about how EVM developers can be working on Etherlink and on indirectly on the source. Okay.
Okay.
I have shared the poll.
Okay. Yeah, you can share the poll. Also, anybody, please comment down their wallet address, MetaMask wallet address, and I will add that particular address to be one of the moderator or admin of this contract who can circulate the token supply to different wallet address also without my interpretation.
Wait, wait.
Or
So
in the
guys,
meantime, I will just switch to my other wallet. Okay, I will just switch to my other wallet, and what I will be doing is I will add my second wallet address to be one of the admin of this contract also. Okay, So with this, okay, this contract has been deployed. Now let's do some transactions like how things are happening. OX7, yes, okay. So add honor, I will be adding my wallet address and I will just click on transact. If everything is working fine,
Shivaprit, I shared you the my
your
wallet
wallet
address.
address? Okay.
Yeah, the MetaMask wallet address. If you check out the private chat, yeah.
Yeah, just a second, I'm checking it. Yeah. So this transaction is also executed successfully. That means my second wallet address is also now one of the particular admin of this contract, which can
Contract.
even send tokens to different wallet address. Now, Tokir has shared me his wallet address, so I will add his wallet to be
Check
one
that.
of the admin for our particular wallet contract. Oh, sorry, contract. And now let's see how things go. Um, I will just remove my address, add his address, click on transact, and yes, if I click on this, the transaction will be happening. And yes, the second transaction has also succeeded, completed successfully. So
Yeah.
yes, there are now, aside from me, the who was the deployer of this contract, there are two other admins also who can have accessibility rights of everything that they are like all the accessible rights as me on this contract. So now they are also able to send the amount of tokens to different particular users also. And for confirmation, this particular contract is ERC20 contract that I had deployed, on which this is particularly easy to send the tokens. With ERC 721, with ERC 1155, we have to switch a little bit, tweak the contract, and things will be working fine as it is. So yes, just for the sake of this particular workshop and giving you example of how things are working on Etherlink, I just switched to my previous ERC20 contract. So Tokir, can you check if you have accessibility rights or not for this contract? Or
Let me check.
you can just search for your wallet on Etherlink testnet, okay, and it will allow you to see if you have any particular accessibility or not, available or not. I will just do that for you.
I believe it's on the Etherlink Testnet Explorer, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Let me check.
As of now, okay, you don't have any particular tokens as of now. Let me share some
Uh,
tokens to you. Okay, let me send you
yeah, I
some
do not have
tokens.
any. No.
So transfer to this wallet address and okay, let's see if this works. Yes, I'm sending you 1,000 tokens.
Let me check. Let me check. Hmm.
Yeah, search
Let
now.
me check.
You can see. Can you see now?
Let me check. Let me check. I'm checking on.
Yeah,
And
it's now available because yeah, I just initiated a transaction. So
yeah, it's
yes,
now
it will.
available. It's now available.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, okay. Transaction fees is this. Okay. How many tokens now do you have?
I have already one token right now.
Yeah, this is we have one token, but what's the supply of this? Okay, let's see. Let me check. Let me check. Um, Let me do the transaction once again. Yeah, things are working fine now. Also, I have added three wallet addresses to my to be my
Hmm. Admin.
additional admin of this contract. Okay, so I just have this is I have saved those addresses in form of mapping, or we can say dictionary. So I will just have to search for a particular number, and it will give me the address or wallet address of that admin. So I have added only two wallets as an additional admin in this contract.
Hmm.
That is my first, particularly my like separate wallet, and then the second one is Toki's wallet. So according to arrays indexing, the first address start from zero. So if I just type zero and call, it will give me my wallet address, that is 0x 0x f9. That is my like separate wallet. And if I call for the first one, it will give me the separate address. This is oxf36, which is Tokir's wallet address.
Sorry.
That means there are separate admins available now. But what if I search for second? You can see the error happening, which is not exactly an error, but it is a particular warning that says that there are only two wallet, like this particular value doesn't exist because we have only added two admins on
Two
this
two
contract.
admins.
There are no third admins available. Okay.
The indexing actually starts from the zero and one.
Zero, yes. Just like how
Zero and
array indexing starts from zero, that's why on the zeroth one, on the first address will be have like saved, and on the first one, the second address will be saved.
second address. If we call out
Okay.
the second one, which will be the third one, that will give you a warning that there is no
Yeah.
such address for an admin purpose, right?
Until a new wallet address has been added to the admin list. Okay.
Added
In
to it.
case there are many admins available, you can just iterate through it with the number, and you can see on when was a particular like wallet address was initialized, like in which order it was initialized to be an admin of this contract.
Okay, so
Okay.
here good questions comes up. Like here the good question comes up, like how many admins that can be added. So I believe for the three, right?
What I can say is I haven't added a limit to that. This particular functions allows me to add new wallet address to be admin of this contract. Okay. If I can add limit to it, I can add a limit that if particular the number of particular addresses in this list of
Mm-hmm.
admins is less than five, then only you can add new admin. If it reaches the number five and it comes to be greater than five, then it
Fine.
will stop. Will after saying that the list, like the maximum limit reach, I can just tweak my contract and it will work fine. If length of list of
Simranpreet,
admin,
can you please zoom in a little bit? Zoom in a little bit.
just a second.
Just command plus you can use. Yeah, it will be
Okay,
better.
then do this. I will just you can just search for these. Okay, no problem on that. I can add the limit to be the size of this particular array to be less than five, and then this will work fine. Or like particular any number. Okay,
Okay, got it. Got
let me. Okay, in case if there are any doubts related to this, let me know, or else we can. I will just switch to a like I will switch to code a particular new contract right now, like live. Okay, shall I switch to that one?
Yeah, as you say.
Okay, so what I will do is I will create a new file that will be simple contract, simple storage contract actually. Okay, simple storage dot sol. Okay, and I just start with how to write a basic simple contract in EVM, like Ethereum using Solidity. So the first thing first, we have to add this line SPDX license indexer MIT that suggests that every contract that is written in this particular this particular file is MIT contract license compatible. So anyone can also utilize the facility of this contract. like just for like, because you are using an open source id. The remix is an open source software, so that's why it mentions that you should specify the license identifier. After that, what you have to do is, if anybody has worked with Java or C++, just like how you used to import some libraries into it, in Solidity we have to define like what version of Solidity do we need, or like from which version of Solidity or higher version will this contract be compatible with. For example, I will try to write my contract with the version Solidity version that is either 0.8.11 or higher than that. So, for example, for all the Solidity version, for all the users who are running on the Solidity's version 0.8.11 or higher, this contract will run successfully. But for those who are running this contract in the Solidity's version 0.8.11 or like lesser than 0.8.11, this contract will not function as it should be. Why so? Because with each version there are different compatibility that are being introduced into Solidity. So that's why this thing can happen. So make sure like you search and see like which version of Solidity you are writing your contract in. Okay, so I will go with Solidity 0.8.11. Okay. If I just want to, if I just want my contract to be compatible with this version and higher versions of Solidity, I just have to write this up sign, and it will make it compatible with everyone who are running this version or higher version of Solidity. And in case anybody was wondering why this particular error was here, it is because right now we are running compiler version 0.8.25. If I just switch it to 0.8.11, this will run successfully. Yeah, it is loading the compiler. When the compiler is loaded, it will be that this error will be gone. It will go after when we do the first compile run. Okay. So for now, let's come switch back to the version 0.2. What this user is. Okay, my internet connection is a little slow, so that's why this error has come up. But okay, let's just in the meantime, I will just write down my contract. So what I will do is I will just write my simple contract that will be like a few things. That is, but let's do one thing. A particular contract that will have some functions that is to store a value and retrieve a value from it, and aside from that we will be creating a particular structure that will be saving these details. So it's like utilizing different components at one place, so many things can happen in just simple one contract. Okay, so let me start with it. How we should write or start a contract is just like in C++, we start with void main or int main, or in Java, what was the syntax for Java? I forgot actually. But in Python, it is def main. So in Solidity, we start our like a particular code with this particular line, that is contract name. I am trying to name it as simple storage, and with the curly braces opening. Yeah, we have to write all the things for our contract in this particular space only. Okay, make sure you are like writing your code in this particular curly braces to make sure this is part of this contract, because in a single file there can be multiple contracts. So for a particular contract, all the things should be happening between its own curly braces only. Okay. So okay, let's now initialize a particular variable. That will be, let me start with int favorite number. Okay, in favorite number, I'm initializing one variable, but just like how there are access specifiers, which allows you to share whether a variable is publicly available, privately available, internally available, or externally available to everyone. I will just allow it to specify that is like visibility specifier to be public, so that anybody who is trying to interact with my contract can see this number. Okay, so I initialize one particular variable that is int favorite number, which is public. So anybody who is interacting with this particular contract from anywhere can easily access this number. Okay. Now let me write a function. So how to write a function is Solidity. That is function name. I am trying to name it as store, and it will receive one particular variable that is int favorite number. Fav number. Since this is the temporary variable, I am writing an underscore before that. So it's just a programming practice that for any variable that you are trying and will be there for a function, there in a function, but will be having a temporary like timeline. For example, after this particular function is executed, we don't require to save this particular value. So that's why I'm just writing an underscore to for the code readability, that yeah, this variable is temporary variable, so in case anybody wants to interact with it, just make sure that it will be happening this particular code braces only. Okay, so int fave number, and what it will be like, we anybody can access to it, so I will be adding its visibility specifier as public. And with that, let me just start with the code braces. What this function will do, it will take it will take number from a user and save it to directly to this variable. Okay, so how to do it? Favorite number equal to underscore favorite number. Okay, and first function is okay and like done, and second is how to retrieve this number. Like if anybody wants to see which number is saved in this particular variable favorite number, let me start with the function, that is function retrieve. And now we will specify visibility specifier, that is public. But since this function will not be doing any particular thing aside from allowing the caller to see and receive a value from it. Okay, there are no modifications happening with any particular variable or particular value. So what I will do is, for the return functions in solidity, there is a practice that you have to write it as return to make sure that solidity compiler as well as the person who is reading this contract should know that yeah, this function will be returning a particular value of a particular type. You can specify it in this. So I am trying to retrieve a particular integer value. So I am making sure that it is specified here that this function is a public function that will return a value of type int. Okay, and since it is just a retrieve function, so it is allowing us to view a value that is saved here, so that's why I'm trying to add view to it. Now what's next, so I will just click on this return favorite number. That's all. I think I forgot to add something. Okay, see, now it's happening. Okay, so a simple contract is ready. Let me just compile it first. It's ready to run. And let's start with the first with the remix environment only. So let's deploy this. Right now I'm testing it with the remix environment. So the contract is deployed. How I can see it is, yeah, this thing is available. So in the store function, I want to save the number to be my favorite number 7. I will just type it 7 and transact. It has saved
Allow
my
for
number.
return.
How? how to see whether the value is saved in it or not. So I can just click on retrieve function. It will call it, and it, if you can see this, it has sent me this value, that is a value 7, that is of type integer 256. So there are different type of variables we can initialize. We can initialize a variable of type integer, we can initialize a variable of type unassigned int, we can assign a variable of type string, we can assign a variable of type bool, address also. There are around 5 type of variables that we can try and initialize in our contract, that are inbuilt variable data types. Okay, int, unassigned int, string, bool, and address. Okay, address data type saves the address of a wallet. Boolean is for a true and false value, and string value is for saving strings. Unassigned int is a particular data type that allow us to save a value that is greater than 0. Okay, and for integer values it can also range from negative values to positive value. So most of the time we will be using unassigned int while writing our contracts, because most of the time we will be dealing with positive numbers only. And in case there is a requirement that a particular variable that can save negative value also, we will be using integer values, or else it will create data type error. Okay, now let's see whether we can add some other variable. 19, I will just save transact. The transaction happened successfully. Now what is the favorite number? It made a call and it showed us 19. I will try to create a call retrieve. It showed us that yeah, 19 was saved. But this is like just saving a particular simple value. So this contract for now can save only few values, like a single value only. So what I can do is, let me write a structure. Struct person, okay, and in that person, what I will be doing is I will create an unassigned int to 56, and that will be having like the variable name will be favorite number, and I can also save the name also of that person who has saved this value. So string username. Okay. Let's take up. So now what should we do next? What should we do next? So with that, I will do one thing. That is, I will create a new person or new function, that is add person. How shall we do this? Okay, let's do one thing. Function add person, that will be saving a variable string, that will receive a variable string of name, comma, a value 256, and fifth number. Okay, why this error happened is because I haven't specified the data type of it, like the public or like visibility type of this. So I will be spelling it as public. Yes. So in Solidity, for the basic data structures that are the data types that are available, they are by default memory, but saved as memory. But for some data types that are man-made or user-made, user-built data types, just like strings, arrays, structures, enums, or unions, or like whatnot, array of contracts or whatever, that are like differently made by the user only according to its specification or requirement, they need to be saved temporarily. So because of that, string is also a man like user made, a user defined data type. That's why the string variable is always accompanied. String array structure or any particular user defined data structure should be accompanied by a memory keyword to make sure that it will be temporarily saving the value whichever will be passed to this function by the user. Okay, now let's our contract. That is, what should we do next? What should we be doing? Just a second. Sorry. Yeah, so what should we do now is, um, yeah. So what is this now? Function name is push. Is my screen okay? Because I'm have facing some issues.
It's okay.
No, they like I'm not able to type.
Maybe your caps lock is on right now. That's why it's
No,
happening.
no, no, not that, not that, not that. Just a second,
Uh,
just a second. Let me just
you are
switch
not.
this. Let me just switch
You,
to the. Let me just try to re-switch to the stream.
Okay.
Am I visible now?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, just a second. I think. Yeah. So with that, like I'm what I was talking just about like structure. Okay. So with structure, now we have received the values from a user. Okay. Now we have to add this value to the structure also. So what we have to do is create a new temporary structure. So person, memory, new person, or like I can add my name, new member equal to person. We have to pass the name and we have to pass the number. Okay, and it will type error. What is it? Invalid type of argument. Okay, I have. Okay, oh, okay. My bad. So in the order we have initialized this thing, we have to also pass the values in the same format. So that's why the error was there. Yeah. Now this will be the function. The state mutuality can be set to pure. Okay, let it be. So it's just a warning. So it's
Hmm.
not of that particular like thing. So yeah, let me just try to compile this contract now. Yeah, and pivot number, pivot name, and yeah. So let me just deploy this contract now. Contract is here. Okay, contract is deployed. So now I can even, yeah, I will just interact with this one. That is add a person. So before that, what we were doing is we can just add one number that is the this, and if we click on transact, what's happening. But now what we can do is add person. I can add my name that is Simmer, and I can add my favorite number. What is my favorite number? I will just go
7.
with 7 years. Oh,
Thala
how do
for
you
a
know
reason. Thala for a reason.
Yes, yes, yes. So let me just start with this. Okay, transaction happened. Yes. So transaction happened and it has saved my details successfully. But how can I see my details back? So for that, I think we can do one retrieve function again that will save these that will send us this detail now. So for we can just like in this is the just a similar type like how we can see and interact with the contract and let's deploy it on etherlink also. So with that, click on injected metamask provider, injected provider metamask, click on your wallet and try to switch between some your wallet address. Yes, my wallet is detected. I will just click on deploy, and yes, it will need to confirm. And yes, my transaction is done successfully. Yes. So with that, I will just go to this transaction has, go to Etherlink testnet explorer. I'll just look up the wallet and see whether a new contract was deployed or not. Yeah, the contract creation that was 28 second or 30 seconds ago. My contract was deployed successfully. So this
Yeah.
is how you can easily see and like check how things are working on a particular contract, and you can easily deploy any particular type of EVM compatible contract on Etherlink.
Etherlink.
And I think it's a good time I can just share about our partners that have been onboarded to Etherlink.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
in case anybody wants to build on top of Etherlink, there are different type of tools that are available right now, and many more are being onboarded. Like many more other parties are being onboarded that will be providing support for Etherlink. So for the in case anybody is like right now looking for node providers, you can search for Zeep and their documentation, and they have specific section that will provide you how to set up your node using Zeep. And for price feeds, there are two members that have already onboarded, that is Pyth Network and Redstone. Redstone's contract has been live, and Pyth Network will be price feeds will be live by the end of this week or so. And Redstone is working fine. So in case you want to build a contract for that is requiring price feeds, you can search and go through Redstone database like documentation, and you can see that sources how to use that. Okay. And in case anybody is having any particular doubt how you can see whether it is supported or not, on the website the supported chains of the Redstone, you can even see Etherlink here available. So yeah, it is supported. And for verifiable random functions, because that is provided by Oracle providers only. While which will be actually allowing us this facility by Entropy, it will be live. The data indexes, the graph and subsquid are is onboarded with Etherlink, so you can use and go through their documentation to see how to use data indexes. For cross-chain communication, Layer Zero, our partner, has been onboarded to Etherlink, and Layer Zero will be providing us facility for interoperability protocols that connect blockchain, allowing developers to build seamless omni-chain application tokens and experience. You can go through their docs, and in case anybody is having any doubt with any particular integrations of these tools, you can just reach out to our Twitter, or you can just message us in our Discord server of Etherlink, and we will be happy to help you out. For developer experience, third web has been onboarded, and you can check out their video tutorials and learn more about their SDKs. And although those particular tutorials could be about EVM compatible like SDKs, you just have to switch between Etherlink network, and everything will be working fine as it is. Okay. And for institutional tools, Fireblock is a provider suite for application to manage digital asset operations and complete development platform to build your successful business on chain. So in case for institutional tools, Fireblock is there. And there are many more partnerships that are coming right now and on the way. So just make sure you look out for Etherlink on Twitter, and we will be and you can also join our Etherlink Discord server also. With we will be having regular calls and discussions, and we are happy to help out developers who are trying to build on Etherlink. And with that, I think that's all from me for today. In case anybody has
I
any
have
doubts, you can.
some announcement to yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simapit. I have some announcement to say. Can you please switch the screen, please?
Sorry.
I'll be sharing the question. Yeah, sure, sure. Just let it be the way it is. Yeah. Thank you for having you here. As soon we are building, let me introduce myself first. Hi, I'm Taki Ahmed. I do work as a developer relation with Simaprit at Azure from the India region, and my role and responsibility is to manage and build the communities around the India spaces for Azure. And currently, we are moving a lot bit ahead into the Etherlink, which you are looking at the screen. That's why this link. and we have a vast community which we are scaling for Etherlink is on the Discord. Let me share you the link of Discord for the Etherlink. Do join us, and you can have a group chat, you have a discussion, and whatnot at this place. Uh, why not to move into Etherlink if we are scaling into that, and how we are having the roll-ups for that scale. As soon as you can see, like how we are having lot of partnerships with different organizations, institutions, and how we are governing that thing. That has been most scalable thing that we have introduced from the Teros side. And for the introduction and for the knowledge part, Tezos upgrade 16 is also available. The Paris upgrade right Simopri. So that has been increasing the timestamp to the 10 seconds, and you can check out how we are developing on it and how we are indulging the Etherlink, the cross platform, the cross roll-ups into that. So who
I think Syed Hamza has shared his wallet address. I will be sharing some tokens to him also. Apologize, my battery, like laptop's battery, is running out, so I have to go back now. But in case anybody has any doubts or anything, I will be happy to connect with you. You can connect with me or Tokir or like any of the members from college clubs, and we will be happy to assist you with anything that you are facing, whether for integrations, whether for good projects to be onboarded or Etherlink. We will be happy to have a discussion around that also. So in case anybody is having any new idea or want to explore Etherlink and wants to be like deploying any project, good project, or like want to learn more about like how to build on top of Etherlink, definitely be in touch with us, and don't forget to like connect with us on our socials, Twitter and Discord also, from us, Tezos India, Tezos and Tezos Sami Hamdard also, because the more the better, the more the community, the more support we have, the more fun we will be
yeah,
creating. And
yeah, if one more thing, like a huge thank to that Tezos Club itself, to Saad and his
yes,
whole team, especially Hamza, who is creating this impact around the blockchain spaces in their college, in their university, namely Jamia Hamdard. And if you some of you just check out their work now, that is totally amazing. They are building a lot of stuff. They're learning
definitely,
really and
definitely.
posting out the thing. Huge
Yes,
shout out to them. These kids are
yes,
amazing.
yeah. To the builders.
Yeah, a bit
Okay,
less. So
yes,
yeah,
to the
so
builders. With that, I
so
think I will give the stage back to you, Tokir.
yeah, it's already like over, and I check on like Sad, like how we are moving ahead. Sad, you're not audible. Sad, you're not audible.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you, Simapreet, for that was an insightful session. So now we would like to have, of course, Mr. Takir Ahmed. Takir bhai, you can have the stage.
Arey, it's already like a lot of things we have discovered. Thank you a lot
Yeah,
to Samipit, who has not
yeah,
only like taught us about the e-selling, the Tezos part, but also the EVM, the Solidity part, where we start with the blockchain spaces. You know,
of
like
course.
the time we started with the 2021, the space around the Ethereum part, the blockchain part, and the
Yeah,
time we got about the dot sol, the Solidity,
uh,
and here we started exploring about the Solidity, and here we are learning about the side, typically saying that we are back to the square one. And I'll say that it's not like a negative one, but yeah, this is how we are telling that how Tezos is going, that how we are incorporating the Tezos part fully off into the Ethereum virtual machine, and how
yeah,
we are
yeah,
getting into the
absolutely.
ecosystem of Ethereum day by day, how we are upgrading, how we are doing the things. That is the most enormous part, right? So this is how we have indulged the Etherlink and how we have discovered and made out the Etherlink part.
Yeah.
Do check out all of the concept. I know it's become overwhelming at the very beginning, but yeah, take your time, take your space, take your time in development, try to understand, and pull day by day, day by day, day by day, you will start grasping the concept. This is all from my end. You can just connect me out on Twitter or LinkedIn. I'm very much available over there.
So I will just share
Couldn't
all
you?
yours and Simapreet's everyone connections
Absolutely,
in the chat box.
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
okay.
Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. Thank you to the, especially to the club, Tezos Club Jamia Hamdard, and to your university, Jamia Hamdard, who is doing really great and supporting you all in every step around there. Thank you, thank you. Allow me
Thank you.
to be there on the back here.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's it, guys. Thank you for joining us today. So I guess you guys have learned a lot about Solidity and Etherlink. I'll be sharing the uh, connection links of all our speaker guests. You guys can connect to them and just share your doubts and exciting ideas there and learn more about this blockchain stuff. And I would also like to share the ZOS JH connections. You guys can come and connect with us and just learn more about all the stuffs regarding Web3, blockchain, the ZOS blockchain, and everything, Solidity, Etherlink. Of course, it's a very vast and interesting concept. So, thank you for being such an overwhelming and nice audience. I guess that's it for now. I will be sharing my social links here and would likely to connect with you guys. Second, wait a second, wait a second. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you everyone for joining. So let's end this. I'm sorry, you can just end this one.